Hey everyone, welcome back to Indicted TV. I'm your host Negra. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. You already know. Before we start, I gotta give a shout out to my sponsors. Make sure you follow For His Glory for that bling bling, guys. Also, LA Kush on Sunset. Make sure you use promo code Negra40, and you already know. Number one, always royalty honey. Keep it hard, guys. That's a good one, huh? I mean, you gotta keep it hard, guys. On today's episode, we have PThrizzle. Welcome to Indicted TV.
What's happening? Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear your story. I was on my live and they knew who you were when you walked in, so that's super cool.
Shout out to her live.
Yes. All right, so let's start. Tell me where you're from. Obviously, I don't mean the gang. You'll end up saying it eventually later on. It's just how it goes. Where you're from, where you grew up, brothers, sisters, your mom, dad, the inside of your house growing up.
I'm from Englewood, California. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? City of Champs. What's happening? I got my dad had a lot of kids from a lot of different women, so my brothers and sisters are spread out. Some out here, some in the Philippines, but mostly in the San Fernando Valley. But my mom, and she was, we moved to Englewood. She went to live with my uncle, and she been there. And we bounced around a little bit, and then we moved to Englewood, and on the borderline, Westchester, Englewood, and that's where I could say, like, from that point on is where.
Were you in elementary or were you like in junior high? What, like?
I went straight to. I was probably like going to the 6th grade.
Okay, so you were still young.
Yeah, my mom was in the Army, so.
Oh.
My uncle had lived out there, so I had been back and forth. My grandma lived out there, so it's like I've been back and forth. But my mom was in the Army, so.
Oh, that's pretty intense. I'm sure she was very strict. Kind of.
Yeah, strict, and she was young too, so her program was a little loose. But
are you her only son?
Yeah, I'm her only child.
Oh, cool. Okay, so you kind of got to do whatever you wanted to do, semi.
For sure. Yeah.
So you grew up there since you were like, let's just say 8, 9, because that's kind of like 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Then you were with your grandma, your uncle, while your mom.
They all were out there. Like even when my mom was like, bouncing around doing whatever they do, I'll still go out there visit and do all that. But you know what I'm saying? She settled in there finally, like I say, right before 6th grade is when she settled in and, went out the Army. Got
it. So you went to junior high, high school. Yeah. Did you graduate?
No, but I didn't graduate. I got my GED in prison, but I went to high schools out there. But like I said, they took me away from my mom at like 13.
Oh, do you want to tell us what happened?
So I was just running the streets like really, and she was working a lot, so. They were basically saying that she wasn't having a good parental guidance on me, like being able to watch me.
Even though she was in the Army?
No, at this point in time, she was out the Army now.
Okay.
She was out the Army, and then she was working, she was a nurse. She was a medical assistant, so she was working long nights and shit like that, so I'll be running the streets. When she go to work, I'm out, I'm hopping.
And you're 13 years old?
12.
12, okay, you started young.
Yeah, hell yeah, but I didn't, because like I say, when I was over there, I never really got to once we first really settled in there, I never really got to go out and nothing like that till she got that job, and then I started venturing off and meeting people that I was going to school with and then hanging with them, and that's when I got introduced to the gangs and all that. Got it,
at 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
So she'll go to work and then you'll leave.
Yeah, I'll leave and just be bouncing around, going here, going there, on my bike riding around.
And then you got taken away at 13 for that same reason.
Yeah.
And how was that experience for you?
Man, that was something different because, like I say, it was just me and her, really, me, her, and my grandma. I don't have a big family on that side, so it was basically just us. And then, I was a little bit sheltered from that point in time. But then, like I say, before they took me away from that 12 all the way to 13, in the middle of 13, I was able to rip and run the streets, and that's when I got introduced to meeting homies and seeing what that gang life was about. And I didn't have a family, so my mind was like, oh, these are like family. So, you know what I'm saying? That was big. That was big to me, even to this day. So I looked at it as a family. So I was like, man, I want to be a part of this. I want a family.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And
so what the whole process of you getting taken away, where did you go? How did that work for you?
So I was getting caught stealing, getting caught being out, getting caught past curfew, like that. And then she whooped my ass, really, basically. She whooped my ass.
I mean, that's you get, fool.
Yeah, for real. hey, it's business, ain't nothing personal. I say that all the time, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I had some marks and shit like that, and I went to school and they seen it, and then.
Oh damn! She pushed hands on you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, but
So school called social services. Okay. It's just so I could get an understanding.
Yeah, yeah.
People could get an understanding.
yeah.
And what happened from there?
They came and talked to us. We'll talk to her. I really don't know what was being said. They asked me questions. I was like, you know, I really not nothing to say. Shit, you know. They asked her some questions, and then I thought everything was good. And then I got kicked out of the school in Westchester, which was by my house, towards Englewood, and they sent me to another school. And then one day, I'm in class, and they came out like they called me to the principal's office. I'm like, what's going on? So I bailed to the principal office. I'm saying like, what's going on? And it was a lady I never even seen before, and she was like, grab your stuff. She was a social worker, and she came and got me, and she took me from that point, from right there, straight to a group home.
Oh.
You're not gonna have no contact with your mother, until at least for like 2 weeks. Then you'll be able to call her. I didn't even have no clothes. I didn't have nothing. That was like foreign to me. I'm like, what the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I wasn't used to that. I didn't like know nothing about that. So then they took me and put me in a group home, and all that shit was like.
And now you had to be with other boys.
Yeah.
Did you get in any arguments with the boys? Like,
Man, we got into rumbles because I wasn't like, for one, I didn't even know where the fuck I was at. For one, I'm like, what the fuck, you feel me? For two, where I'm coming from, we talking different, we moving different, and this group home was in a crib neighborhood, and now I'm already affiliated with the blood. So like when I'm talking shit, they like, what? Like, and like I say, in the 90s, it wasn't that many bloods, and especially not being black, bro. They're on it. You feel me? Like, oh nigga, wait, hold on, ain't you little? Oh, we gonna f you up. But that's what they thought. But
dang.
you know what I'm saying? But
he said that's what they thought.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that shit was like all foreign to me, and then like I say, like that shit like I didn't understand it at first. I'm like, what the f? Like, why am I here? You feeling like what? You know what I'm saying? And then they got all these rules. You can't do this and you can't do that. And I just seen how that shit was. That shit really like turned me up a little bit, turned my savage up, because I seen how much like either you gonna f somebody up or you gonna get fucked up. That's
yes.
Really how either, you know what I'm saying? Either you know what I'm saying? And that's like,
so it was it did like it didn't make anything better. It made things worse.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Did you get to talk to your mom in 2 weeks?
Yeah, in 2 weeks I did. Hell yeah, in 2 weeks I did. She came there, like, you know, like, and I was just like, I couldn't understand it at first. I'm like, why am I still here? Like, why am I not home? I want to go home, bro. You feel me? And I guess in her mind, I like, you know, talking to her later on and through these years, I guess in her mind, she felt like the structure was good for me because, you know, even talking to social workers, there was things that they expected her to do to get me back home. But I guess in her mind, she was working a lot. She was like, basically, she didn't know it would be that bad. And she was like, well, if he's getting structure and they're making him do this.
She saw it in a positive way, even though she she didn't realize, you know, sometimes us moms, like when we we come from a certain way, well, not me, obviously, but like, you know, they're kind of naive.
Yeah.
They think, oh, he's in a group home. This is going to be good for him. He's going to tighten up.
Right.
Little do they know that it does make things worse.
For sure.
And that's exactly what happened.
For sure.
How long were you in the group home for?
All the way till I've been in a whole bunch of them. So all the way till I was 18, till I emancipated.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you never went back home?
No.
Your mom never was able to get you?
No.
She chose not to? Sorry if I went, sorry if that was like a lot, but, you know.
I don't know. She was still young too, so I'm not going to say that she didn't choose to, but I just felt like she felt the structure was better for me because she couldn't really, you know what I'm saying? I was acting up like at home, like, you know what I'm saying? And she was just like, even when I was going in and out of juvenile hall, like she would come visit me. She told the judge one time, like that shit irritated me. But now as a parent, I figure, like I think about it and I'd be like, maybe she did that for the better of my sake, because she was like, keep him in jail. Like I'm like, why would you want me in jail? Like she just thought I guess it would be safer for me to be in jail, which made no sense to me, because I'm like, why would you want me in jail, bro? Like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but she would like still come to visit, still, you know.
Every weekend kind of vibes?
Everything, like, I love you, like, but I'm like, why am I here? Why is this going on? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. So you were in the system from when they took you away from your mom when you were 13 years old, when you really didn't do much.
Right.
So from there, you started going to different ones because you started getting into trouble.
Yeah.
Like inside the group homes, probably, right?
Inside the group homes, some of them would get shut down. Like, yeah, like, they had a lot of shit going on in a lot of them group homes.
As far as what, like the people, the staff,
The staff, like even like, so the first group home I went to, they had like they would match people up. Like, you know, they'll be like, oh, like when I first got there, I remember they was like, he's Prince size. Like there was another kid there that was my size. They was like, oh, they're gonna get down and we're gonna bet on that. The staff, you feel me? They're gonna fight. So, you know, when I got there, like settled in, like a couple days later, you know what I'm saying, they had us fight, you know what I'm saying, and they, you know, and then like I just noticed, I'm like, man, this shit is like, you know what I'm saying, the way that they like certain people, I'm not gonna say all the staff, but the way
there's
certain
individuals,
people
yeah,
treat the kid, I'm like, what is crazy. Like they used to do shit like, so we were one day we was coming from school, we was outside, it was raining, and they're like, nobody needs to be outside. We went outside with kids, bro. We went outside and played in the rain. And we came back in. The staff was hot about that. They had a thing, they called it a brick wall, and they would make all the boys line up, and we have to walk through the wall, and they'll be, you know what I'm saying, bombing on us and doing all that shit. You feel me? Like we couldn't fight back. It's like if you fight back, then they'll f you up. But like we still fight back. But it's like we'll get our ass beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done got arms broken there. I done got black eyes.
Wow.
You know, and even like when I got the like they had one staff, he used to think he was like a police, like, you feel me? So he'll watch cops, that shit was fun. Like, I think about it now, it's like, damn, this shit is real crazy. He'll watch cops, and then he'll treat us like he'll be like, get these little fake little, like, cuffs and shit, and he'll be beating us up, like, stop resisting, like just f us up, bro. Like,
just to be a...
Yeah, you feel me? Like, you know, they'll do shit like that, or like...
Like, they're getting off on it, like...
Yeah, and I used to be like, you know what I'm saying? I used to be like, God damn, this shit, you know,
it takes a toll on you, especially when you're young.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow. That is intense. So tell me about your first time going to Juvenile Hall.
So the first time going to Juvenile Hall, I got caught stealing. Then they take me to Central Juvenile Hall. And I wasn't in there that long, maybe like, say like a week. But I get in there, I think it was in CD. I get in there.
That's the one on that side.
Yeah, like I think it's CD. I think right here.
AB.
No, AB is either CD and TV or AB. One of those is this way facing towards the gym, and then CD is like facing this way. But
because the little school was like straight.
Yeah. So I get in there, and then it was funny. So I get in there, everybody like, where you from? Well, I'm from neighborhood power, whoop whoop whoop. And then that point in time, they was like mixing the cells, like putting like black and Hispanic, or just putting like different races with each other. And then I get into a cell, and the dude is asleep. So I'm like making noise and shit. He like, what's up, homie? Where you from? But he was like getting up. He didn't really even look at it. And I wasn't even looking too. I was trying to put the shit on the bed, and it ended up being my road dog. My ace, the one that put me on the hood, it ended up being him. I'm like, oh shit, what's happening, fool? Like, he like, nigga, what's up, bro? Like, oh damn, like.
You felt.
Yeah, I felt like, damn, like
finally somebody that I know kind of vibes.
Yeah, hell yeah, cause shit, like as soon as I got in there, it's like everybody's on you, like, hey, where you from? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm banging on him, letting him know, okay, I'm like, if something go down, at least I know my dog right here, like, nigga, we gonna go up, bro. Like, he gonna have my back, you feel me? Yeah.
Would you say would you say you felt more comfortable at Juvenile Hall than those placements?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
You felt safer?
Yeah, for sure. Because in the placements, you got the grown people, like, they used to really like f us up, bro. Like, I remember what they'll put us in sleeping bags and like roll us down the stairs like bowling balls and shit, you feel me?
Wow, and then you are small. Yeah. I mean, you're not. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure when you were smaller, like a kid, you're freaking small.
4'9", 80 pounds.
Yes, those motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. I remember going to the doctor for a broken arm, and then one of the staff was like, the doctor's like, what happened to your arm? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, ain't nothing happened to his arm. You know how boys are. He's all right. Boys will be boys. I just look.
You think she knew?
No, she knew. She's the one that set it up for. She thought somebody was smoking in the back room, so she had us packed out. You feel me?
No, I mean the doctor.
Oh, nah, hell no.
No? Now that you think about it, no?
Nah, because she probably just like, okay, she runs the group home. She's just
these fools are just, since their group homes are already bad.
Badass kids.
Yeah, not knowing, like, you didn't even get. Obviously, you got put there because you weren't behaving, so they checked on your mom or whatever, but. still, you know.
Yeah.
So that was your first time in juvenile hall. You know, you were with you saw your one of your best
My
friends.
dog, yeah, hell yeah.
And you know, you're saying you felt more safer at juvenile hall. How long after did you go back? You went to a different placement?
Yeah, I went to a different. They got me out. Yeah, another placement got me out. Yup, came and got me out. I went to another placement.
Did they get better or did they get worse as you got older?
I think once I think as I got older, it probably got better for me because now I'm already now I'm learning the ropes now. You feel me? I'm learning. Okay, this is boom. This is how this goes. This is how you play this situation. This, you know what I'm saying? So now I started like, okay, like, you know, because I didn't really know that shit was foreign to me. Like being
Yeah, and then
like
you're
that,
super naive. We think we know what the going on in the streets because we carry ourselves a certain way, but when we get in them places, these you know, like they'll take advantage because you are a smaller young man, you know. So it did get a little better for you.
Yeah, and then the way that my mom the way she raised me is like, you know, she like there was rules that she had like that she would try to instill in me, like you don't do this and you don't hit people like this and you don't hit girls and you don't do like, you know what I'm saying. So like, you know, she kind of like sheltered me a little bit. So, you know.
Well, fool, you don't hit girls, first of all.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but there was
no,
rules that she
yes,
instilled
of
in me,
course.
like, you don't put your hands on
just
people.
respectful.
Yeah, like, you know, you show people respect, but in there, it's like there ain't no
respect,
it ain't no
yeah.
respect. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, this is from what she taught me to now how I gotta, okay, now I gotta switch the program up because if not, like, you know.
You're going down.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? That's kind of like made my mindset of probably how I am today because, like, you know, like I can take it there fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm humble, but I can take it there, all the way there, you know, so.
I understand. You know, I am not crazy, but can I get ignorant extremely fast?
Yeah.
Do I want to be? No. I agree. Because we're older, you know, like life is different. We have our own families. I don't know if you have your own family, children, things like that. Well, you did say you have you have your dad now or something, right?
Nah, my dad passed away.
No, you're a dad now.
Oh, yeah, I'm a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so you're in and out of placements your whole life, in and out of juvenile hall. What's the longest term you did at juvenile hall?
I'll say probably 4 months because I ain't gonna lie, I would get off a lot, man, because the judge, especially in Englewood, she was a woman, man. I forget what her name is. She was a woman judge, but she always used to be like, I don't see him fit for being in jail. He looks like a great kid. Like, no. So she would let me. I would be like amped up because I know that. Like, and my mom be like, no, keep him in jail, and she'll be like, no, he can sit in there for another week or so, with this and that, but he's going back to the street. You feel me? So she gave me a lot of chances, you know what I'm saying? Because she, you know, she was like, he's a little kid, probably like, he not really like that bad.
That bad. And it's like your mom was like, no, keep him. Like, what can really be happening if you haven't had him all these years?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
All right. So you're already 17 years old.
Yeah.
You know? Did you ever go to camp or anything? You said no, right? So you just turned 18 and you turned 18 and they let you go.
Yeah.
Where did you go, or how did that work for you? Because obviously you never lived with anybody else besides the placement.
But like the last year, my grandma took me in though.
Okay.
The last year, probably a little bit before I turned 18, she had took me in, and I stayed with her for a little bit, and then
how was that for you, living with your grandma?
It was cool, man. I love my grandma.
Yes.
I love her. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't really control me, but as like, you know, she would try. She had her own life going on too, and she was always there for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? She always whatever I needed, and you know, and then
she didn't give up.
Nah, hell no, she didn't. She wanted to get me, you know what I'm saying? And I know, like, you know, sometimes I really wouldn't even want to go there because I know, like, what I'm doing, and I know that it's, you know, because I would go there. I ain't gonna lie, I would go there sometimes for like the weekend, and I'll be still in her car while she's sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
Like, I don't want to, like, you know, what are you doing in my car? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Your grandma, I'm just sitting in here.
yeah, like, you know, I just, you know, I'll be gone for days, and she's like, I'm gonna call the police, and I'll be, you feel me, like doing all type of shit out of her car. So I'm like, I didn't really want to go there. But then it's like, the last time I got a juvenile hall, and it was like, what? So my social was like, what's the next move? I'm like, man, my grandma's like, I'll take him. He could come with me, finish up high school, and then, so that's when I went there with her.
Okay, so you turn 18 years old at your grandma's. You're out.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you turn 18? Because now you're just thinking you're the hardest, baddest fool.
For real. Like,
You've been in and out of juvenile hall. You know,
gang
you're,
tats,
you know, you're
yeah,
freaking.
yeah.
You know, you're just a super gang banged out little ass fool.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're all happy. Tell us.
Hey, I just remember like my grandma, because I went to one of the high schools because my grandma lived in Hawthorne. She moved to Hawthorne after Englewood. She moved to Hawthorne and stayed there for the rest of her time. So I went to Lusinger High School, and then like that school had a lot of like Crips. You feel me? So
Because you're a blood.
yeah, so I would go there like and just on purposely like just do shit I know was disrespectful. Blue chucks, red fat laces, red belt with initials dissing on there. You feel me? I would do it because I like fuck them. You feel me? Like that's how I felt, and I had gang tats already, so when they seen them and they was like, and
you're just small little Asian fool,
like, we're gonna fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna, and a lot of these kids that was going there, they knew each other, so they'll be like, oh, that's the like they'll say they were Bloods or act like they're Bloods, and then they'll be cool with the Crips, and then they'll be dissing, and I'll be just down the hallway like, man, fuck your hood, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? And it just went up from there, like, I'll be fighting my grandma. She would always, there's one thing she always kept that witch hazel, because I'll come home black eyes, swollen up, like, because I'll be talking my shit and fighting, and she'll be like, you know what I'm saying?
Put some ice on that.
Yeah, we'll put the witch hazel on there, the witch hazel will take it down, then I'll be suspended for 2 days, I'll go back.
Thinking you're the baddest.
Yeah, do the same shit over again. Even if when I'm suspended, I'll hop the gate, still run through the classrooms and
take off on fools.
Yep.
Oh dang.
Locking the sock, batteries of socks. You know what I'm saying? Running through the thing. They'll be chasing me in the little cars. I'll be leaving, then I'll go get the homies. We'll come back. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I went and got told that like I got out with some big ass tongues, fool. Like they was big and they was just manhandling me. I was hot. I'm like, so I told a big homie, like we went over there and then we jumped out. He pulled up to the school. We jumped out of the 7-Eleven right there on Rose, and we socking them out, socking on everybody out, running up on people at the school. Like,
wait, how did you do it?
You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Running up on everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Going to the front of the school, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just getting on them.
Yeah, no, I get it, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? On everything.
No, I believe you, for sure.
The principal was like, man, we never had no gang problems at the school till you came here. That's what he told me. I'm like, and he was like, you know what? I think that it's better that you just go to some, like, either get your GED somewhere else, but I don't think it's better you come back. On the last time I got suspended, he was like, I don't think it's good you come back. I think that you should just go get your GED.
Yeah, because you weren't fit for school.
Yeah, but I was still playing, because I was still playing sports. I was playing football. I was on the football team, like, so even when I was...
So you were getting good grades?
I don't know how, yeah, I was, though.
Hey, you're smart, That's how you did it. You were smart. Okay, so you're 18 years old. You're not in school anymore.
Yeah.
What happened? You hit the county.
Yeah, that shit, yeah, so...
Because I'm sure you didn't stay out that long.
Nah, I was ripping and running. I ain't gonna lie, but no, I did hit the county. I hit the county. They caught me with a gun. So I had a possession of a firearm charge. That was my first charge.
And before, when you used to get caught with guns, you would do a little bit more time compared to now. Like now, they just probably, they just depending.
They only gave me like 6. They gave me 6 months in the county jail for my first
Well, I mean, but that's for you for it to be the first time and be in the county for 6 months. That's a long time.
Hell yeah, I was like.
So tell us about that experience, cause it's completely different.
Man, yeah, it is. It was hella different. Cause then I'm already everybody like.
Cause now you just had to check yourself.
I'm like, they're like, so, no, like, getting laced, like, cause like, like I say in the 90s and shit like that, like being in a black gang and not being black it was a whole different, like the script was totally different, bro. Like, so.
Tell us.
They wouldn't like you know what I'm saying? They weren't going for that shit. Like now it's kind of like it's more like laid back. I see a lot of like
now they kind of accept it more.
Yeah, exactly. The only people I know that's really trip is like the Woods, but other than that, it's kind of more accepted. But back then they weren't going for that shit, bro. Like.
So what'd you do?
So I first get in there. The first said probably like so they sent me to Wayside.
Mm-hmm.
I get to Wayside. I get in the dorm. And I come in the dorm, Southside see me up like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from neighborhood Paru. They're like, what are you? I'm like, Filipino. They're like, who you run with? I already know. The script already was given to me, so.
In the county?
Nah, before I went to the county, like, well, I got an older homie that.
Oh, yes.
So he, you know what I'm saying? And so they already gave me the script, like, bro, this is what you're gonna do. This is how you're gonna do it. So I'm like, I run black, bro. And then he was like, what? He like, you could run with us, though. I'm like, nah, fool. So.
Hell no.
Yeah, they went and pressed the line on it. They went and pressed the line they went and pressed the line on the blacks. Like, look, y'all gonna run him, or it's gonna go up. So, in my mind, I'm like,
You're like, what does that even mean?
yeah, I'm like, what the? Because even in juvenile hall, you're able to fight like, you know, other races and shit like that. I didn't know like the politics is a whole different thing to me. I'm like, what the fuck? And then even in my mind, like I say this on a lot of podcasts, like the difference in races, I never really paid attention to that, bro. I didn't really know the difference till the jail thing came about. You feel me? But so while they doing all this conversation and all that in my head, I'm like, damn, like okay, well, what's your option? I like, bro, my option is probably just to take off on them and just kick it off before they kick it off anyways.
Oh, dang.
I seen already how it was going down. I seen them hollering at some of the blacks, and I seen them saying like, look, bro, some of the blacks are like, nah, fool, he with us. Like, we're not going to run him. Like, what type of, some of the blacks are like, we just going to run him. And some of the other blacks are like, nah, we're not going to run him like that, bro.
Like he's outside with us, yeah.
And like, nah, bro, it ain't going to happen like that. So in my head, I'm like, shit, man, I'm just going to kick it off. So what I did was, they had the little day room, the TV on like that. I'm just waiting. I just wait to see I get the first opportunity. I'm just walking by and I just get off, bam. You know what I'm saying? And from that point on, it just went up. And yeah, then they took me to the hole, and then they put me in the blood. From that point on, they're like he might be dangerous as far as something's gonna always happen. So they put me in the blood module, and then that was a whole different. The blood module was a whole different like. That shit was, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me.
So
I never heard any of these stories.
The blood module was like 32, if we're on 3,000 floor, but I get in there, so they take me there to the blood module. I get in there, and then now it's homies in there, you feel me? But, so the homies is like, who is that? Like, they see me walking down, they're like, they talking to OSJ, like, why you bringing this little ass kid in here? They like, fool, he 18, like, you feel me? I'm 18, bro, like, but I look still probably like 15, you know? They're like,
yeah.
Kid, bro, like, this little nigga up out of here, bro, like, what do, like, I get in there and, like, you know, this shit was, like, it was going up in there, too, like, you know, just because it's all, like, all homies and shit, like, there's still shit going on in there, too, like, you know, I got in a lot of squabbles in there, you know what I'm saying?
When you say homies, you mean your homies?
Yeah, just bloods, and powers, period, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because then they had, on our side it was all the homies, like we had bottom tier and top tier, and then on the other side it was like at that point in time the Montevias was on the other side.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we went to court with them because now they call them the clown suits because when we go to court they got us in the jumpsuits like white leg, blue leg. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, because we're in a module. So yeah, I went in there, man. I got in there. You know what I'm saying? Went in there with a couple older homies and like just soaking up game from them. But
good. So you did listen and you didn't want to you wanted to know, you wanted to learn.
Hell yeah, because this shit was all new to me. And then I came in there with another homie. He was my age too, but he had it a lot harder because he didn't want to learn. Like he thought that he was like, you know, he's had that mindset like, oh, I'm all that, like woo woo woo, like so. His time in there was a lot harder, like you know, because they still you're gonna squabble in there. You're gonna fight in there. They play games in there too. They'll tie you up in there. You know what I'm saying? It's active in there too. Really. You know what I'm saying? Really, that's you're gonna be tested in there where your heart is at. So, you know, I went in there, soaked up game and listened. That's one thing that they liked about me. And then when my name was called or whatever, like you know, they had like, look, if you sleep too much, you're gonna squabble. If you read too much, like they had little rules. I'd be like, damn, I can't sleep past 12. Like, get up and program. You got to program or. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything that they see that they think is weak, they're on it, bro. Like, they're going to be on it, and you're going to get called on it, bro. So, yeah, like.
Just follow, just go with the program.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know, you in there, there's homies just, you know, you might not see eye to eye with certain homies, and your hood might have issues with, so it's still going to be kind of like on the street, you're still going to be like, you know, it's still like, you know.
But it's more like.
I mean, somewhat.
Okay.
But it's active in there. You feel me? It's active in there. There's still like, you know, you're still
fighting these fools.
Yeah, you're still having your thing. It's still like, yeah, it's still up, bro. Like,
got it.
I don't think this is where like, you know.
So that's how it was for you. The first 6 months of you going to the county. Yeah. Did your mom still visit you through this process?
Yeah, my mom came to visit me. Hell yeah, she came. Hell yeah.
Did you have girls?
Yeah. I had girls, and
this was smile. This one went back to memory lane.
yeah. Yeah.
Did you used to have a little girlfriends? A lot of them, or
Yeah.
not? Because I'm sure he thought you're all this fool. He
Yeah.
thinks he's all hard. The girls like it.
Yeah, for sure. They're like, he's like, he's banged out, like, ooh, like, then me not being black, like, I'm something, it's different, you know what I'm saying? Especially because in Englewood, I was the first, like, Filipino, first Asian over there, so it's like I'm different. They have, they had Hispanics and shit like that were, but I was the first, like, real Asian over
Yeah.
there, so it's like I was different. They're like, what? Like, they always say, are you Chinese? Like, no, I'm not Chinese, but...
But you get it. Obviously you get it,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So you get out of your 6 months.
Yeah.
Now you think you're even freaking harder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, now like you take this time and that time, now. Like it's up, blood, like you know what I'm saying.
Now you're extra.
Yeah, now I'm extra. Hell yeah, because even everybody that's under that, I'm under like that got our same name. Like we all like they be like, oh, y'all walk like that. We y'all extra with you. Like that's just us, bro. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
Even before I was shot up, you know what I'm saying? So
That's what happened to you.
yeah.
Okay, well we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So you get it out. You're 18 years. You're getting out. You're still 18 years old.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You get out of the wayside. What happens? How long? First, let's ask how long did you last out?
I lasted a little minute though. I ain't gonna lie. Probably maybe like 7 months.
Okay, for for a person that's for a little active ass fool,
Getting
7 months
into shit though.
Yeah,
really, though.
no, 7 months is a long time.
Yeah, maybe even a little less. But yeah, around there, like you know what I'm saying, between 5 to 7. Like,
And you were just wild.
man, I'm talking about. I used to be stealing cars. The homies be like stealing cars, and then I'll go like wash them and
Like if it was your
put
shit.
the beat in it. They're like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like riding around,
they
bullet
let me-
holes in it, like man, it's my car, like.
Let me ask you this: did you use drugs?
Nah.
So you were doing this shit sober.
Sober, yeah, because my mom, she was big on that shit. Like drugs is a no.
Okay, good.
I didn't even really drink like that. You feel me?
Did you just smoke weed?
No.
Oh, you were a sober ass fool, just wild.
Yeah. I might have drunk every now and then, cause like but nah, not like that. Like I was in like my mind was.
You were
like,
just
yeah.
gang banged out.
Yeah.
Which is worse.
Every day. I was just telling the homie, yeah.
I mean, but it's a good. I mean, it's people might like, oh, she's girlfriend. No, fool. I just feel like if you're gonna be you're living this life and you're living this way,
Yeah.
you gotta do this shit the right way.
Yeah, and I don't like being with people that's like when we're doing something and they're intoxicated.
Because then they don't remember.
And their mind is not right, bro.
Yeah, because then they wake up and they're like, oh, what happened? Like, bro, this is what happened, and it's like, damn, you can't even trust this fool because damn well he's a scary ass fool.
Yeah.
Kind of vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, that's how it was with me every day. Like, I was just telling the homie, every day, waking up, I lived in the hood and I had like a couple little bitches over there, so I'll be going round, and I'll go get G'd up with every day, banged out, squabbling, doing the other shit, selling drugs, jumping out at bus stops, hollering at every day was the same program to the max.
You lived it to the best. That was the best life. Like, let's just, that was your best life, and it was good.
Yeah.
I understand. It was a good times, but we definitely don't encourage it for the younger youth.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want our kids to live that way. But obviously, if they choose what they choose, we gotta back them up. And fool, you're gonna get fucked up. But you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So what happens? Fucking 6 months, you catch a case or some shit?
Yeah, I caught a case.
Well, tell us about your case.
So, I'm in the car, which I'm thinking is mine. It got like 7 bullet holes in it.
This was Swords is fucking G-rated as his.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying? I got weed. I got shit on me. You feel me? I'm just riding around, and the police end up seeing me, and they seen the bullet holes, and they try to get behind me. I try to take them on a little chase. I jump out the car. I run. They end up catching me. So now they got me for like possession of sales, grand theft auto. And they try to get me for the evading, you feel me? But, yeah.
And you're on probation, obviously.
Yeah.
So you have a probation hold.
Yeah.
And you go back to the county.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
And then all the homies like, I thought you was getting out and going to college, fool. Like, I checked in. I didn't go, bro. Because they was like, get out, pine. Like, this ain't like, because the homie that I had in the module, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Big J Rock. He was on death row, so he was like, "Fool, like get out, bro. You're still young. Go to college, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?" But I actually in there listening to him talking to bitch like, yeah, I hear you, I got you. Yeah, girl, like, like the big homie, we just talking, like, you know what I'm saying? But
I get it,
not
yeah.
really paying attention to him because I'm like, you know,
You're
like,
too cool.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I did try to check, I did check in West LA, I just didn't go. But yeah, so I got out, I checked in, but yeah, so they was like, what the fuck happened, bro? Like, they was hot, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. They was like, you fucking your life up, bro. Like, and I'm like,
Because we don't realize it at the moment.
but
you
all
know?
the men that I looked up to did what I wanted, what I was doing. So all the you know, so the people that I idolized or the people that I wanted to be like had the same program.
For sure, that was a career.
As you know what I'm saying, and I look like I say, bro, I wanted family. So I'm looking at these dudes like father figures, honestly.
I know for sure. I understand. So I mean, you were going to listen, even though you got it. You had to go through the process.
Yeah.
So tell me, you get out again. Well, what happens?
So they end up sending me to the pen.
Oh, so that was your first time going to prison?
Yes. Yeah.
How long? It was for, what was it for? The G ride?
For the Grand Theft Auto and the possession of sales. Yeah.
How long did you end up getting?
Like 16 and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was, you know what I'm saying? But me, now, all of a sudden I'm thinking like, like...
Life's
like,
over.
Yeah, like, cause now I have like a stable of girls. Now it's tripping on the girls. I'm like, bro, like, now calling them and now they're not answering. Now I'm like, what the f***? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm in here sad and shit and they're like, nigga, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, bro, like, man, you in jail. That's what they gonna do. I'm like, that. Nah.
He said, well, that's what they gonna do. Look, you're supposed to, you're crying over 3 girls.
Man, I'm like, like, you know, they're like, I'm baby pine. Like, these women ain't supposed to leave me. They're like, fool. Like, you'll get back with them once you get out. He said,
I'm baby pine.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to leave me.
Like, you know, 'cause I was having it my way out there. You feel me? Like, no cap. I was having it my way out there. So I'm like, you know, and then I'm listening to all they said, like, oh, I love you forever. I got like 7 girls. Like,
just loving you forever.
I'm like, yeah.
As soon as you got busted, we're out of here.
You feel me? No letters.
I'm baby pine.
You feel me? I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That shit was
You a stress case.
Yeah,
stress case.
I stressed a little bit. I'm like, damn.
This fool say you stressed a little bit, man.
Like, you know, I didn't have
so
a baby
your whole turn
too. I had a baby.
Oh.
But I had a baby. No, matter of fact, I had a baby. So I had a baby at like 16. So, but I wasn't with the girl. So I'm now thinking like, you know, I started seeing her a little bit, and I'm like, fuck, I got this going on. Now I'm starting to think like, now it's starting to hit me like damn, like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Reality.
Yeah, now it's like, bro, now it's like, I'm going to the, you know, so I never been to prison. I didn't know what this shit, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, damn, I'm going to prison. I'm like, my mom's like, she's all scared. She's like, you're so small, like, bro, like, I don't know. She's like, they have nice in there. Like, well, I'll get one then. Like, fuck it. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Like, even to this day, she still asks. She was like, I watched these shows, and she's like, how you made it? She's like, it's just so amazing. Like, you know, like,
aww.
You know, but
yeah. So you're a stress case, and I just want you to know I'm just fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I could be myself. There, you know, sometimes, you know,
I gotta stress. I just love the women.
No, that's a stress case. So okay, so you get sentenced to 16. You said, right?
Yeah.
And then where did you go? What prison did you go to?
So the first prison I went to was Delano.
Because that was like a reception at that back in the day.
Yeah, you go to reception. That's where you go to reception. So I went to reception, and then I'm like, I get there, I'm tripping because they like, if something happens to you, where do you want your body sent? Like, what? Like, you know, I'm like, I never heard no question like that. I'm like, where I want my body sent? To my grandma's house. What the fuck? Like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, where you
that
from?
was a lot for you.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I was laced on like the county jail, like, you know what I'm saying? But now they're not lacing me on they never laced me like, okay, when you go to prison, like, cause you know, I just know I run black, so they were putting me in a cell with like blacks from this hood, that hood, and I like now, like, you know, as I got the program, like in the second term I already know, like, nigga, I'll only be in a cell with bloods. You feel me? I don't be in a cell with no, like, you know, not.
Got it. You were learning. You had to learn.
Yeah, I had to learn, like, you know, and then it was different because like I get to the dorm, the building and reception, and it's like now seeing like there's North Daniels in there. There was North Daniels in that building that I was in. You feel me? And we come in there like out the door. Where you from, homie? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the North Daniels team like you know what I'm saying? I said I'm a blood. That okay? Well, you got bloods over here. Then some people I was in the module was in there, so you know what I'm saying? It was like whatever. But that time I was just in there bored as fuck, like stressing because like you can't make no calls. You can only write. You only get day room this day. You only got yard this day. It's like, oh, like when?
So you couldn't even really get to the adjust.
Yeah, like, cause I'm like, when the do I get up out of here, bro? Cause this shit bunk. I need to get like, when I get to the regular yard, you feel me? Like, so I'm in there.
Did you ever get to the regular yard?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cause then you wouldn't get no halftime unless you had a job. So if you didn't get a job, you'll do like that. You'll do like more time at you won't get the half of the 16 months, and you don't start getting your half until you get that job. So it's not like once you get to the pen, boom, your half kicks in. No, at that point in time, that's not how it worked. And then they had grooming standards, and I wasn't gonna cut my hair. I said, Indian, I'm Indian. It's against my religion. They didn't go for it. They put me still on C status. I'm Samoan, and I can't do it. They'll still put me on C status. Like, so then I was like just getting writers for grooming standards for not cutting my hair. So I ended in. So anyways, I went to Delano. Then from Delano, I went to Chino, the level 2.
Okay.
That's the main line I went to. Then I was acting up there.
How was that experience? Because obviously you went from not having like no program to hitting like C yard, and it's like a different yard. Well, I mean, it's not different. It's a main line, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I say that. But you haven't been to one of those.
Yeah, no, I was so the reception. So reception was in Delano. So then I went to Chino.
Okay, so you came back.
So I came back. Yeah, they brought me back. So boom, I'm in Chino. Man, I was like, oh, I'm running wild now, like. And I'm running wild so much that I'm going in different buildings. I'm getting into fights. I'm getting into it with the officers.
You're just doing the most.
Yeah, they got the little carts on there. Like, they're trying to chase me. Like, because, I'm going from one building to the next building. They're trying to chase me down. And
because you weren't allowed to do that.
Nah, you can't. Like,
you were just doing that because
I was just going in there hanging, like.
With your friends.
Yeah, like, oh, they do tattoos over there. I'm going in there. You know what I'm saying? And then the CO see me. They'll get out of here. I'll be running, trying to get to the next building. And they were like, they'll come to call my building. And Franklin over there. No, he's not over there. Where is he at? They'll be chasing little cars and they'll book.
Oh, you're just a mess.
Yeah, and then I didn't get my motherfucker. They was trying to not let me get my packages, so I took a brick and threw a brick at the little package place, and broke the little air conditioner thing on the wall.
Oh, dang.
You know what I'm saying? Now they're getting at my people's like, what's up with him? Like this dude, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's out of control.
Now I'm fighting, cause you know what I'm saying? Now, cause I'm acting up, so now it's like program, so now I'm fighting. So then they just like, my police just went from a level 2 to a level 3. So now like, get his ass up out of here.
So where'd you go?
So I went to till they got me up out of there. I went to Central. Chino Central was like a holding spot, like till they came and got me to, and then I went to Pleasant Valley level 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is just in a matter of the 16 months?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that you didn't even allow yourself to have like no time to like even like sit.
No, I didn't.
So what happens when you get to that prison?
Then it's a whole different program there. So then it's like tight. It's like get to the yard. They're like, new homie on the yard. They're like, all the homies like, who? Like, he Filipino with the woo. So they push up, come to the door and shit. Cause I had to see committee before I could go out. Come to the door like, hey homie, what the woo from NHP? Woo, all right, blood, what the woo woo. So now it's like, nigga, they got people that's like older homies that's with me everywhere I go. Cause they like, bro, they like, they've been there for, there's fools that was there like
years.
So that's been there. And when it was like, it's really up like that too. Like, so they're watching me. They're on the yard. They're walking everywhere with me because they don't know like what's gonna happen, how it's gonna kick off, or how they,
Because you are Filipino.
Yeah, and I'm running black. So you know what I'm saying.
I get it. Okay.
Because there's, they don't like, at that point in time, like Southerners, they didn't like that shit, bro. They wasn't feeling that,
Mm-hmm.
So now they're everywhere I go, the homies are with me, and hell yeah, and that was my program there, like, And
Did you work out?
Hell no. That first time.
Oh, hell no. No program time for you?
Nah, cause all I did.
So you're a skinny ass fool.
No. But from that point on, every time I get out of jail, I'll be, because from the second term, and after that I get out on like, but you gotta get on the street and then you be drinking and doing this and then not eating that regular. I'll lose it all. But you know what I'm saying. But that first term, no, cause all I did was All I did was clown. All I did was talk shit. All I did was get into fights.
Yeah, you're a mess.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And that was the first time I ever really got into a riot, like a real
Tell us about your first experience in the riot.
Like I've been in one in the county when it's just fighting and like, but when
you kicked it off.
Yeah, but when they're really up there like shooting
With the gun.
Yeah.
What do you mean with the guards vibes?
Like that shit was like in smoke everywhere and it's like scrambling and you're not they're busting block guns at you like that shit.
Did you get hit with one?
Hell no, I got hit with a Super 3.
What is a Super 3? Tell us.
Black radio, like in the head. I got 17 state.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
What, when it was the riot?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So okay, like you know you holler at like I worked in the kitchen, so you holler you know there's still there's still boundaries and shit like that, but you holler at like I holler at the the essays and shit like that. We'll holler on some like, okay, I'm from here, they from there. Okay, boom, we work together.
You work together for sure.
But like I always say this, like at that point in time, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying. But I know this shit is business, bro. They got to do what they got to do, and we got to do what we got to do. So like I know that like we could be talking, laughing, like it was a fool from that I was cool with. He was, he was an SA fool. He was cool, but and then when it kicked off, like we were really squabbing it out, bro. Like, and if I see him to this day, I'll be like, "What's up, fool?" Like, there's no hard feelings. I know what it is, but yeah. So I worked with these fools. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. So one day, we come out for yard, and everybody's like, fucking around and shit like that, and then like it go down for a minute. Whoa. They're like, get down. So we get down, and then they're driving around on a car, so like everybody put your back on the wall. So now we're backing up, scooting to the building. So what's going on? Because it's still wherever it's in the gym, whatever's going on, it's still going on in there.
Got it.
But we don't know because we're outside, like and it's hot. Like everybody is like 100 degrees. It's like everybody's like like how long? Like what the fuck, homie? So they bring one person out. We looking. We like okay, it was an essay. We like probably like something with them. They business. You feel me? They bring another one out. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure it's with them. Then when they bring the other fool out, as soon as they bring him out, you know what I'm saying?
It was one of yours.
Shout out to Head from Showline. So as soon as they bring him out, everybody's up, and it just like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's up. You know what I'm saying? And
scary, huh?
And cause I didn't run. I'm like the homies that were with me, they all broke. But I'm thinking like in my head, I'm like. I didn't have time to think like why they ran. I just backed up and was fighting. But I'm like, why did they run, bro? In the end, I guess like when we all went to Aztec and shit, they ran because they ran where like the majority of the blacks were to be like together. You feel me? I didn't do that. I just jumped up and automatically just started fighting.
Yeah.
And
well, you didn't know.
Yeah, that was my first time in a real like that shit was just the way it happened. Like boom, like. And we were fighting, and it was like 6-on-1, and I remember like they grabbed my hair, and I'm still fighting, and I got hit with a radio. I got hit with the Super 3, and then I started bleeding. My celly, midget from Swans, he was like pint, like cause I didn't have time to look, but I seen him. They're on him over there. You know what I'm saying? And he called me, but I guess like later on he thought I got stabbed in the face because I had all the blood leaking on my face, but we're fighting and they just out here and busting, boom, boom, get down. I see smoke and all that shit, and it's like ain't nobody getting down. Like moving out the way and like scrambling, but nobody's really getting down. They're just like still like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, they was only like 6-on-1, but I, you know what I'm saying? I was still doing my shit, but like I say, bro, that once that Super 3 hit me, it kind of like had me a little dazed.
Well, yeah, of course.
You know, but I was still fighting because I'm in my head now. It's like I feel like fool, you gotta fight for your life, bro. Like, cause I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? This like in the county, there ain't really like little bullshit, little shit.
No, I understand. I mean, in your head, you're like, shit, I just got hit by something, but I still have to continue to fight because because this is my life.
Yeah,
it's not even about anything else. It's just about you and your life.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So what happens after that?
So they're busting, boom, boom, boom. We're still fighting, and finally, man, it felt like forever, bro. Like. You know what I'm saying? Forever. Finally, they got everybody down. Like, you know, the smoke clears, and they're rolling. They're telling me that like they're cuffing everybody and doing all that shit. But you know what I'm saying? And they're like looking now. They're evaluating people like who's hurt and who's this and that. They see me bleeding, so they're like, can you turn over? I'm like, but I didn't even realize like like my shit, right here, my kidney was fucked up. I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't stand up. I'm like, bro, I can't stand up. You know what I'm saying? And then they called a little minivan, like it was like a little, that little, I guess like a little shit that they put me in. And I went to the hospital because I was pissing, my kidney was fucked up there. It was kicking me in my kidney. I was pissing blood and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I had to get the stitches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to the hospital for like a day or so. And then I came back to the yard was locked down, because even in the buildings seen it. The buildings had seen it from the top tier, and the buildings started going up. You know what I'm saying?
The whole shit was going up.
I think it took so long. You feel me? Because the buildings started going up too, and I'm like, bro, like in my head I'm fighting. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm already still like.
It probably feels like it's century, huh? When it's happening.
Fuck, bro, you feel me? Like, so I come back to the building. All the building, the whole yard is locked down. And then, they waited to make room and add seg for everybody, but I get to the building and it's like, they pulled me out too. Like, I guess they had to inform my people. So they called my mom, they informed my mom. So they called me to the office and I was able to get one call to my mom. She's like, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. She was crying and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna be all right. Like, you know, cause she's square. She's not this whole gang shit and all that. That is not
her, yeah, for sure.
She know nothing about that. She never did. She knows now. She understands it now. Like, she's a G now. She knows. Like, but at that point in time, like,
having you as a son all these years,
yeah, like
she learned.
Yeah, that shit was. She was crying like they're gonna kill you. I'm like, man, I'm fine. Like, you feel me? Like,
but did she know that it wasn't even the guys? That it was like the cops that hit you in the head?
No, it wasn't the cops.
I thought you got shot.
No, I got hit with a Super 3 radio.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I got hit with the radio. They hit me on the head with it, you know what I'm saying?
Ah.
So yeah,
those little black boxes.
Yeah, and I
got it now.
I'm catching
on, guys. I'm catching on.
It's crazy because when they took me into the office, he was like, the CO was like, you split that you got a hard head. You split that box in half. You feel me? But yeah, that shit. My mom was crying. She like, you're gonna die now. I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And from that point on, so I went back to the cell and like even the Rips and just the other blacks, they were sending kites under my door like much respect, Don Murata, you feel me? Like, we got respect for you, bro, like, you feel me? And then we all went to ASA, everybody got their 115s, and then everybody who got injured on that yard, because it was me and I think somebody else, they sent us to another yard. I guess they thought if we came back it would be some more shit, so they sent us to another yard. So we went to from B yard, I went to A yard, you feel me? And I did the rest of my time there and then went home.
How did the rest of your time, was it kind of more calm after this?
Hell no. I mean, it was a little bit, but
do you feel like you made it hard on yourself?
I probably did. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, now that you're older and you sit back and you sit back and you analyze like your behavior, like,
sure.
you feel like you made your time harder.
Yeah, for sure. Because one thing I learned about, not being black from a black gang, it's like, even your people, they're gonna want to test you. Even they're gonna want to see where your heart is. So everything that I did, I had to amplify it
even more. Yeah.
In the streets, especially when it came to what I did in the streets or how I move in the streets. So
Yeah.
So that's so. When I was in there, I felt like,
you have to do more.
Yeah,
Kind of you just feel like you got to prove yourself a lot more.
For sure.
So you got out. You're on parole now.
Well, before I got out, my mind state was different. Then, like I say, like probably like a month before I got out, my best friend got killed.
Out here.
Yeah, on the street, Lil Pint, the one that I was in
the juvenile hall. Mm-hmm.
He gets killed, and then my mind state was just like, this shit took me back down. Like, what? Like, Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go back there right now?
Yeah, man, but yes. So my mind state is like, first, like, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But now my mind state is like,
I'm gonna go get them fools.
Yeah.
So what happens when you get out?
Shit, man. First thing man.
I mean, you don't have to tell us.
Yeah.
I just mean, like, what happens to you? Like, you get out, you're obviously running wild. We get it. You don't need to talk about any of that. I just mean, like, what did you do? Did you get a job? Did you see your kids? Where did you go?
I got out, and I was on one. I went right back to the hood, straight back. First day. You know what I need. You know what I do.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Got you.
Got it.
Yep.
How long, Liz? Okay, let's just ask this question. How long did you stay out?
6 months.
Oh, okay. You're a little 6 months guy.
Yeah. Got a little, 6 months, and then something happened, and then something happened, so they was raiding spots and they were looking for a person. Mm-hmm. And they got me. They pulled me for something. And when they caught me, they weren't even when they caught me. They were looking for something totally different.
But you burned yourself.
That happened. But what happened was I had a shell in my pocket, and they got me for possession of ammunition. I had a bullet shell in my pocket, in my low pocket. So they were already holding me for questioning on something else, and they got me for that, bro. And they couldn't, that questioning shit, you know what I'm saying? It was bunk. So they got me for the violation on the.
And did you get to see your kids? While because you mentioned that right before when you got busted, one of your girls was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then you already had a baby.
Yeah.
So you had 2 kids already. Did you get to spend any time with them?
No.
At all?
No.
By choice?
I mean, yeah, me being selfish, yeah.
Okay.
Just run the streets, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then being young too, it's like, hearing all this from girls, this and all that. It's like, man, whatever.
For sure. And you're 19 years old. 19, 20 max, right? So you go back.
Yeah, 4-month violation. Yeah.
Oh, you just got violated 4 months.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
But I mean, you're just going back and you're doing the same thing.
Yeah. And I feel like, and now it's like, it's crazy because it's like, the first couple times I went to jail, like, it's like, I'm in jail. Now it's kind of like, get my shit, fool. Like, it's like nothing. It's like, I know the program. Okay, what? Back wall? Where you from? All right, come on, let's put my stuff down. Now it's already like, I don't care. It's like,
you already know what to do.
Yeah, it's not phasing me. Who want to get over? From where? All right, come on. All right, after chow, I'll take that next phase after chow, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get this one right now, though, before we, you know what I'm saying, before they come. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, I'm not stressed. It's not like, damn, I'm in jail. Like, homie, like, this bit. Now it's just like, nigga, I know what it is. What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was like nothing to you.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. My mom's like, you don't get tired as you have so much potential. I'm like, man.
This is all I know.
Yeah.
Because it was literally all you knew.
Yeah, and then I start getting mad at her, like, man, why you worried about it though? You wasn't worried about it when I was in the group home, so right?
Okay, so you used to use that against her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why you worried about it now?
Yeah. So what happens after you get out of your where did you go for those 4 months anyways?
I stayed in the county.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were fighting in the county for sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did you ever go back to prison?
Yep.
So you got out of those 4 months and you caught another case.
But this was like, so I got out, I got it for 4 months and caught another case, yep.
How long? And you're still continuing to live your life exactly the same way.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Ain't nothing changed.
Ain't nothing changed. So you go back for a different case.
Yeah.
Which is what?
For so one of my older homies, I'm with him daily now, like, cause I end up, you know what I'm saying, he had done a lot of time too, but I end up running into him, meeting him in Chino when I was when I was getting transferred to the other prison. So me and him we end up getting tight. So he got out cause he like a YA baby, a penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? It's the older homie, you feel me? You know, and I get in and we end up finally both getting out, and he like, and now we like, you know, like we hanging daily. So he had a little female that was in Arizona. So he like, man, let's go to Arizona. I'm like, we both on parole. I'm like, come on. So he like, we need a car. Don't trip. Should I go get one? Then about an hour. Got a car. You ready? He like, come on. So we go to Arizona. We out there like, my first time I've been to Arizona. I'm out there like getting into it, fighting out there. We the back, like, you know, cause I'm thinking, you know, they gang banging like out here, and it was a lot different. But yeah, so we out there. I'm out there with him. We fighting. We going to clubs. We doing this and that. And on the way back, and we get pulled over. They pull us over.
For bringing a stolen vehicle.
Yeah. So my G homie like. So they pull us over. They pull 2 cars over, and he's like, "Get the paperwork for the car." Pull the paperwork. He get it. I'm looking at the mirror. He looking. He's starting to pull the shotgun out now. I'm like, G homie, like, what you like? Is you in or you out? I'm like, what you mean, fool?
Like we're here. Yeah.
So we get into a high-speed chase on coming back. We're in Blythe. Get into a high-speed chase. We ditched them, getting on and off, but we run out of gas.
Your face.
Run out of gas. So now we're stuck on the side of the freeway. I'm like, fool, come on, bro. He like, fuck. So we running across the freeways. So we run on to the other side of the freeway. A truck pulled over. I'm telling the truck like, hey, fool, hey, can we get in with you? He's like, nah, I'm calling the AAA. Y'all ran out of gas. I'm like, oh, hell no. So mind you, those mountains that look close are not close. They're not close at all.
So you ran to the mountains.
Yeah, we hit the gate. Like, I can't make it, little homie, because he was drinking and smoking weed. I'm like, fool, you better keep running, because mind you, I'm in all red, so I'm throwing my red shirt off. I'm throwing the red because they're going to spot me.
Yeah.
I'm taking the red house, so I'm running in socks, bro. And we get all the way to the mountain. And we got bushes over us. And I'm like, fool, don't do it. He throws up right there. And mind you, the helicopter's out. I'm like, bro, but we're tucked. But I'm gonna move from this throw up right here, and I move, and they seen us. There they go.
Oh no!
And running, and they got us.
Naked.
Huh? Not.
I'm kidding.
But they got us though. Hell yeah, take us to Blythe jail.
How was that? Different?
Bunk and corny and bunk. Like, we were in the cell together. They got the TV in there, but it was like small. Feel me?
It's just you two just chilling.
Yeah. So so we get there, and then he got 2 strikes. So he like, fool, like, I'm like, don't trip. I took the case. I was like, bro, I said, that's my uncle. I took the car. He didn't know it was stolen. And why he driving? I said, because I told him it was mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's my car, bro. Like, so he got a violation for a year, and then I went and did 16.
So you did another 16?
Yeah, I did another 16.
And where did you go?
Back to Pleasant Valley.
Okay.
Yeah, I went back there. And then,
was your behavior a little different this time?
No. Nah.
The worse.
Yeah, a little bit worse.
Did you catch more time?
Yeah. I almost maxed that out, but yeah.
Did you get drunk in there?
Hell no. Well, I tried that shit, but they said that shit make your eyes bad. My eyes already bad, so I was cool on that shit. I need to see a little bit. For real. So,
You say to see a little bit.
Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? My eyes already up, like, you know. So now I didn't that shit, but like that, you know. But yeah, I went back. Yeah.
And so was that your last time?
No.
Did you always get 16 months?
No. Damn.
So you get out of the 16 months because you went back to Pleasant. So obviously we kind of the same little experience. You just running amok.
Yeah.
You get out.
Yep. Same shit, same program.
We already know, running around, doing the most of the most.
Yeah, they pulled us over, me and the homie. They pulled me and the homie over, and I got a strap in the car. He get the charge, I get a year violation after being out for like 6 months.
So you just go back for another year?
Yeah, a year flat violation. I went to Delano 3 yard, the main line, the 3 yard.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you were only there. You were there once before.
Yeah, I was on the reception part, not on the main line.
What was the difference?
I mean, we feed the reception part, like really something. And that when I was there, they had the building 5 had reception people because it was overcrowded. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But I went there and I was really really
mad.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have no free time.
Yeah. So now like everybody that's my age or that's from the opposite side, I want to get out. I'm taking them to the cell, and the homies is like, "Come on, bro, you starting too many problems, bro. I'm like, that, yeah.
You were just too much. You were just not happy.
Yeah.
Was that your last term?
No.
What is the longest term you've done at once?
Probably 3 with 85 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was that for?
For a violation, I had to do a robbery, and then they put me on probation, and then I got out from the probation, and then I went to a whole nother state, and then when I came back, they caught me, and they was like, if we're gonna do this. If you get caught, if you do anything, the judge like, you spit on the side of the street,
you're going in.
You're going to jail. You're gonna do 3 with 85, and then
you spit on the side of the road.
Yeah.
When did you get shot?
In 2003. Yeah.
Oh, that was and was that I was outside, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Did you go to jail for that?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, that was
That was a different
That
experience.
was wicked. Yeah, that experience was something different.
The actual getting shot part, or like the process of it?
Everything, like, you know, cause like it was a whole. It was like an exchange. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I know what you mean by an exchange.
Yeah, and then
You're on some cowboy shit.
yeah, in broad daylight, and then and I got, and the fool that was with me, he left me there, and then when they walked up on me like, and was standing over me like boom boom boom, like, you know, and but it hurt me more. I was like, damn, this left me. I looked right in his eyes and told him like, blood, pick me up, bro, and he ran off. You got a thing on you. You don't even, like, bro, you left me there, bro, like you left me to die, bro. You feel me? And they ran up on me, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember my big homie told me one time, like, act like you dead. I just played like I was dead, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they still shot, like, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. So how many times have you been shot?
12.
In total?
Yeah.
Was that the what? That was that the...
Nah.
Oh, this fool.
Yeah.
So you've been shot 12 times?
Yeah.
12 different times?
No, 3. No, really 4. 4. I don't really count the first one because it just went in my ankle and I was out like an hour from the hospital. But yeah.
Fool, you got shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Wow. So you're like super lucky to be alive, bro.
For sure. I was in 2 comas. I was fully paralyzed. Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Still stuck right here. I'm between my heart, lung, and artery. That's stuck.
Let me ask you.
Shot my fingers off. Shot me my thumbs.
Damn. When did you get to the point where you're like, you know what? Please don't, you know what? I don't even know if when did you get to the point where you're like, you know what? Enough is enough of myself. Semi.
I say probably like when I started, like, the change started, I'll say like in 2013, I started like reevaluating things and people in my life.
Because you started getting older.
Yeah, and that's when I started reevaluating. But I'll say like this, when I got out from this time in 2000, I got out the December 2019. I say that's when I say like it really clicked to me, like boom, like full, like something has to change.
And that's like 5 years ago.
Yeah, something has to change. That's when I first picked up the music. Like, you feel me? That's when I was like something got to give, bro.
Did you always rap?
Nah, not really.
You just happened. Maybe this is your path, fool.
No, but I around with them. People like, you could really rap, fool. You should try it, fool. And I'm like, man, come on, like.
I'm a gangster.
Yeah, like, bro. you know what I'm saying? It's a way to get my story out there.
Yeah.
That's what my goal is for the music, is just a way to get my story out there, because, you know, music is like, to me, it's like part of life.
Yeah.
Every time I went through something, there's always a song I could be like, damn.
No, that's a lot, honestly. You put yourself through some shit. You know? And you started out, like, at first it wasn't your fault, obviously. Like,
yeah.
But obviously this is your path.
Man.
But, bro, you got shot 12 times. Different times. You were in a coma.
2 of them.
2 of them. How long were these comas for?
Not the first one was probably like a couple of days, and the second one was probably like also 2 days, because one of them was in Seattle. One of the times I got shot was in Seattle, but the one where it fucked me, where I was paralyzed at, that one right there was detrimental. I woke up out that coma. I was like, she was like, you'll never walk again. I wanted to die. I was trying to kill myself.
That's what I was going to say. Like, how did you feel when that happened?
I literally tried to kill myself, because I'm like, bro, I'll never be able to walk again. That means I'll never be able to be with a girl, like, because I couldn't feel nothing. I'm like, I'll never be able to be with a girl. Oh, it's over. I don't care. Take me over here and leave me, bro. And oh, hell no. I can't feel from the waist down. No. Mm-mm.
And look at you now, though. You're here. You're telling us your story. You rap. You are blessed.
For sure.
No, seriously. So you can't be down, fool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta love you more. Because, bro, like, dick, you're fucking alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your music. You know? Yeah. So tell us, where are you at now? You say you 5 years ago, 2019 is when you're like, you finally were like, you know what? Shit's a little different now.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah. So now I've been rapping since 2020. So that's when I really started, 2020, and just been doing shit myself. Like, and, you know, this recently, now I'm with OTR, you feel me? Shout out OTR, you know what I'm saying? All the guys at the OTR, you feel me? But I'm with OTR. And, like, you know, I see that hard work has been paying off, you know what I'm saying?
It does.
It just takes longer for me. I'm impatient. I don't have patience. Even when I was in jail, I was like, I want to get out. I want to get out right now. Like, I don't have patience.
You know what? You have to learn patience.
Yeah, and that's one thing I ain't good at.
Well, I mean, none of us are.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a process, bro. Like it really is. Like I'm 42 years old. I don't even know what the fuck. I just know that I'm sit here and I do these interviews and it works. It's been working for me. You know, I guess this is my path. I was in and out myself for as well. Like I was a mess too. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm like, do more, and it's like it's like, nah, bitch. You gotta have patience, or else we f our own selves up.
Yeah.
Cause nobody else up but us. We can't run, cause we gonna fall.
Yeah.
Everything is, you already made it this far. You know what I mean? You're blessed. So don't let yourself take you out of yourself.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Cause you're the only one that's gonna suffer. Nobody else is. Cause at the end of the day, nobody gives.
For sure.
So keep your shit. Keep rapping. Yes, you're gonna get frustrated and shit's gonna get still.
Hell yeah.
But it all depends on how you gonna take that.
Hell yeah. That's one thing I noticed. Like doing this shit, like the more that I progress, like the harder my life has been getting. It's as far as me getting blessed from what I'm doing with this music, like seeing like the good things coming up out of it, but the life part has been getting harder for me. Like I've been having more issues and dealing with things that come with life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's God testing me saying like, if you want it this bad, show me, and because I'm gonna make it hard for you. I'm gonna make you show me where what I'm saying, how much you want it. You feel me? And losing things that I like, you know what I'm saying? Just losing a lot of shit, bro. Being like having to go here, like you know what I'm saying? It's like,
sometimes not even having $1 in your pocket.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like. Because you invest in yourself, and then it's like, now that I'm with OTR, like they're investing in me, but it's still like, bro,
you want more.
Yeah, and then.
But it just it's the game. Just like there's other games, this is just a different kind of game, and it's you. If you want to stay out, you got to be right. You're just gonna have to, I say this because I say this to myself too. Like when I say it to you, I'm saying it to me, because everything is like. Like the more straight you walk, the harder it gets.
Man.
But you're alive, bro. You're here. You're not in jail, and you're living. And you go make another song. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And before we close, because obviously you're gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? You got this.
Thanks.
Is there anything else that you would want to share that you haven't shared?
Shit, man. I don't know. Basically, like, man, the rap comes from me wanting to put my life in the story, because I know that my shit is like, this shit is deep. If I explain everything in full detail, like the shit that I've been through, it's like, it's a motherfucker. So like, basically, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically doing this music shit really, like, you know what I'm saying? Really for myself, it's kind of like therapy too, but it's also for the next person too. Like, that nigga made it through that, bro. I know that I can make it through.
That's right.
And I know it works because I have people constantly talking to me about it. No matter where I'm at, the Taco Bell drive-through, the malls, can I get a picture with? You know what I'm saying? I don't have the bag yet, but I know that
it's gonna come.
My story is I know my story and what I've been through, bro, is touching people for sure. So that's my goal.
That's right.
Shit, so.
That's right. Well, you got this. For sure you do. Like, man, when you walked in, people already knew who you were in my freaking life. I didn't even know who you were, fool. Again, thank you for coming.
Man, thank you for having me.
Nah, thank you. Honestly, this was a good vibe. I enjoyed it for sure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.